talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promoting to just do it. Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Hey, Lion!
Now second down throw for Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. 18 yards. What a great way to... It's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now it's Howell. A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll throw with Howell. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here.
Okay, ready?
3rd and long. To throw is Howell. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. first carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Up the sideline to the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Howell. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Howell. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be taken down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Walker. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll work forward for a Byron Murphy there on the stop. Second down and 8.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Ritter. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last two drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
They face second down and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's Walker. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Let's go now.
Charbonnet going to try to pull his way in. Good blocking, and he's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. On second down, it's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's going to have a Jags first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Room to run past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. That's good for another Jaguars. Roll, roll, roll. 10 at the 13-yard line. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On play action, Ritter. That one, take it in. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Jaguars have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Connected with the tight end. That's Vance. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside And now outside of the pocket, the ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Seattle. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That is caught by Chark. Down the right sideline. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Howell. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw. Howell. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now it's Howe. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. One final throw before the break, and that is caught in the end zone. He's in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Seahawks. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Jaguars 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Seahawks 35, Jaguars 14.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Throwing now. Ritter on 1st down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. Has his man Smith and Jigbo working across the field. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. Throwing is Howell. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete.
Kenneth Walker. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. To throw is Howell. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. Third down coming up. They'll throw with Howell. He'll try to run for it. He is in. Sam Howell. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
42. Jaguars 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Go! Track at 60. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range. Take go.
Back to throw, Ritter. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
60 Maverick.
Fourth down, here's Ritter. Open man, left side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Ritter. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
19 tight. 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Ritter. Oh, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Now Ritter on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Ritter to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They're going on fourth down. Ritter. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. He works free, right side. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. He'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
13, Luke.
To throw is Lawrence. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
Hey, let's go.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Jaguars first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Check.
Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Julian Love brings him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, easy. Route.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The ball carries on number 2. Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So, 3 quarters now in the books. No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. They'll run right. Here's Walker. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds.
Hey, kill. Lisa 24.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Seahawks will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Reload, go!
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the ground, it's Walker. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. On third down, they go with Walker. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Red on red. Go, go. 11. Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
On red.
Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sink right. Hot.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. They'll stay on the ground. They'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Walker. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, run.
Back to throw. Lawrence. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Into space at the 45. And he's going to be brought down.
Go, go, let's go. Easy. Go, go. 30 left. There we go.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. The man in motion here is Chark. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Lisa 24.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.